Great. So I'm Lindsay Timbrook, for those of you who don't know me. I had sent out some emails and phone calls to you to notify you that you've been nominated to be awarded with our 2022 Volunteer Recognition Awards. So first and foremost, I want to congratulate all of you. We have with us Dan Killian, Justice Smith, Melissa Ichetta, and of course, Matt Stope. And I don't know where Matt went. Matt was on. So we have 3 of the 4. Hopefully Matt can jump back on. I apologize for any technical difficulties we have. Of course, it's been challenging with these Zoom calls, but I just want to let you guys know that you've been nominated by various people in our departments because of the great work that you do, whether it be with specific programs, on our commissions, or just in general being wonderful in the community. So I just want, I have Andrea here, one of our commissioners, is going to read off a little description that was included by different department staff that wanted to nominate you. So I think this would be a good opportunity for you to hear what these folks had to say about you. So Andrea, if you don't mind, I guess we can start with Melissa, since Matt is not on.
All right. Hi, everybody. And hi to our nominees. I know a couple of you, Miss Melissa, I don't think that I've had the chance to meet you before, but it's nice to meet you virtually. And Justice and Dan, it's nice to see you guys again.
Good to
and
see you.
Matt, when he comes back on. Hi. So I'm going to read your bios. Let me just switch on over. Hopefully you guys can still see me. So I'll start with Melissa. Melissa is a volunteer member of the Climate Smart Kingston Commission, who has played a significant role in a number of environmental educational campaigns over multiple years on the committee, including CSKC's 2021 Pizza Box campaign, which involved the distribution of thousands of free stickers to pizza places in Kingston that were to be placed on boxes informing customers on how to avoid recycling contamination with carry-out containers. Very important. Melissa also coordinates the City of Kingston's Repair Cafe, a volunteer-run initiative of environmental activists that offer free assistance to anyone in the community who wishes to repair a possession instead of throwing it out. She is a motivated and committed member of the commission whose work has been critical to the success of many citywide environmental initiatives. So that is Melissa. Thank you so much for your contributions and your hard work, and specifically centered around taking care of our world and our environment, which is important, because if we don't have a place to live, I don't know what's going to happen. So thank you for your contributions. I also want to say I'm just going to move to a quieter area, if you guys don't mind me. Lindsay, if you want to do a little interlude, I'm just going to turn my camera and mic off and just run to a different room really quickly.
Yeah, sure. Actually, if you want Melissa to say a few things just about yourself and the great work that you do. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but just since you guys are here, I think it'd be good for some of our commissioners to hear from you.
Thank you. And thank you so much for honoring me. This is an amazing opportunity. And yeah, I mean, I've been a commissioner on the Climate Smart Commission since 2018. I'm in my second term. Through the Climate Smart Commission, I did a bunch of educational campaigns, and then I started the Repair Cafe, facilitating with John Wackman, who actually passed away. We were co-facilitators, and then I took over facilitating. We're still planning our next event. We usually have them bi-monthly, and at the Redeemer Lutheran Church. So look out for that on Facebook. You can go to HudsonValleyRepairCafe.com also. There's ones all over the Hudson Valley, Garrison, Peekskill. But yeah, you come bring broken but beloved items that get repaired for free by people in your community. So yeah. Did I give you enough time to get to a new place?
You did. I'm trying to catch my breath. I ran up the stairs. I'm like, whoa, I gotta go to the gym. Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing that. And like I said, all of your contributions. And it's always just nice when you can get recognized. Even I'm sure people like you who just do it from your heart, it's still nice to, get that recognition. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want to say one thing real quick. In normal times, we would have you all come to the Midtown Center and present you with certificates. So I will ensure that you get your certificates. We just can't put it through the screen. So thank you.
All right, so I think we'll go to Matt next. I heard he was back on, but I don't see him. And
He's
Unless-
on the phone. He called in.
oh, okay. Hi,
Matt, can
Matt.
you
This
hear us?
is Andrea Dassey. Can you hear us?
Let me see if I can unmute him.
Maybe.
He's on the phone. All right, so you can go ahead, Andre. I'll text him.
Okay. So should I do Matt or should I come back?
Good, you can do Matt.
Hey, can
Okay.
you guys hear me okay now?
Oh, yes. Now we can hear you.
Sorry about that. I had to hit *6 to unmute there, and my apologies for not. The link wouldn't comply. I was driving home from Poughkeepsie, and I tried to pull over, but I was getting booted off, so I figured I would just call in.
Yeah.
But really appreciate the honor. You guys honor me as well. Definitely means a lot. Especially coming from Lindsay. I've known her forever, growing up playing sports, and Mr. Dassey was always a big influence for all of us in the community and athletics. Just a little bit about myself. I moved back to the area from New York City about 4 years ago. I'm a financial advisor for Merrill Lynch, but I try to do a lot of volunteer work. I'm on the board at the Boys and Girls Club, so I tend to do basketball and other programs there a couple times a week. And I also one of the volunteer assistants for the Kingston varsity basketball team. This is my 3rd year doing that, so enjoy that as well. And always enjoy the programs that the rec has to offer for the kids. I think it's great, that they are able to keep kids involved, all the way up until their late teens. I think it's kind of what our youth in the area needs. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys so much for having me, and really appreciate being on the call.
Well, thanks, Matt. This is Andrea Dassey. It's nice to hear your voice. I know we can't see each other, but thank you. And I think you might have given your own bio there, but I'll still read yours, even though you did a good
my
job
bad.
telling it.
I thought that's
No,
what we
it's
were
okay.
supposed to do. My
No, it's okay.
apologies.
It's always great to hear from the person too, and be able to hear the stuff that you're passionate about. So that's totally fine. So I'm going to read your
Thanks,
information that was submitted for you.
Okay.
This is Matt Stope. Matt has been. Oh, just one second. I'm sorry. People are being a little loud near me. Just one second. I want to make sure the volume.
We need some elevator music.
Yeah, I
I'll
do. Well,
stay.
I was. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, Al, did you want to say something?
They were talking about elevator music, and I was just going to sing for a few moments too.
Oh man, I should have.
You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity lost, thankfully.
Man, okay, next time. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so this is Matt Stope. Matt has been a volunteer coach for our 14 to 18 youth basketball program for 2 years. The person who submitted this said on behalf of them that they've seen him in action with the kids that he coaches, and he gives nothing less than 100%. He takes his time teaching his players about the game and sportsmanship, and after his games are done, he and his team stay to help the rec staff to clean up bottles and trash that are around the gym. Matt serves as a wonderful mentor for the kids in the program, and they are lucky to have him. And Matt already mentioned a lot of his other contributions to volunteering. So Matt, as we mentioned, we're so thankful for all that you've done to help the kids in our community. And we hope that you continue to do the great work that you're already doing.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome. I guess we should go to Justice next. Is that what you want to do, Lindsay? Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read the bio for Justice Smith. Justice has volunteered coaching our youth sports team for many years, coaching Biddy basketball, the 8 to 10 and 11 to 13 leagues, coaching flag football for several years, and even this year coaching 2 teams at the 8 to 10-year-olds and 11 to 13-year-olds. And he has even refereed. He's all over the place doing so many great things. He continues to help the rec department in many ways, from helping to set up before the games and helping to clean up afterwards. The kids love him because he's approachable and relatable to all the youth, and he has an impact on everyone that he comes into contact with, and he's a pleasure to be around. He teaches the youth so many life lessons that they are being able to take off the field and off the court and into their lives. And most importantly, they have fun. And he's always seen with a smile on his face whenever he's working with the youth. So Justice, I remember when, you were younger, and to know that you're helping out kids and just helping guide them and just giving them a kind word and a pat on the back. We thank you just for all the work that you're doing, and we hope that you know that you're important in the lives of the youth, and that you're going to continue to be a great leader. And we hope that you stick around and keep doing all that you're doing. And we want to thank you for your contributions.
Yes, of course. I'll be back in the fall for flag football. But thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. And then we'll just move to our last one. Just want to bring it up. Dan Killian. Just going to bring up your bio. I remember Dan from back in the day. We went to school together. Yep. Dan is a coach in the 14 to 18-year-old Biddy League, when they are in need of a coach, Dan volunteered without hesitation to take on a team, and he was eager to start. He's fully engaged in communicating with his players and the staff during the game. And he also has a combination of his roles as a school resource officer and also as a Town of Ulster police officer, as well as a volunteer coach. And he just creates much needed pathways to mentorship that is much needed in the community with the youth. And as that was all mentioned in the bio that was submitted for you, Dan, thank you for your contributions. We know that you use a lot of your professional experience with being a police officer and a school resource officer. And we know that you use your passion that you have for working with youth to be able to help you with volunteering. So thank you for helping out our youth and just giving a kind word and coaching and mentoring them. Thank you for all that you do.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It's been fun my first year. I have like 3 of my Miller kids that are all grown up now, and the 14 to 18. They got deep voices and everything now. So I'm used to them. They weren't even half my size, so it's fun. I plan on doing it for the years coming. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's always nice when you can see them grow up and, like you said, see those changes, that are happening, and know that you had a part in helping them to become a positive person who's contributing to our community. So thank you again. And thank you to all of our, everybody who was nominated and has won this award. Thank you so much for all the great things you're doing in our community. We hope that you continue to do it and let your light shine so that other people can see the good work that's being done.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Well said, Andrea. Yeah, so I know that, I think we all know that you guys, you don't do what you do for any kind of pat on the backs or accolades, but it is important to recognize folks that take time, just as Andrea said, out of the kindness of your heart, or just caring about the community, the environment, and just Kingston in general. So I really do appreciate you guys and everything you do, and hope that you continue the great work. And you're more than welcome to stay on if you like. I don't know if you want to, but you can. But otherwise, I will make sure that we get these certificates to you guys. Thank you for your patience tonight and for joining us.
Lindsay, if I could just say something, and it's
Sure.
to the honorees tonight, and the young folks and everybody on the commission, but as I see the evolution of time and people, and I'm honored and I'm thrilled to see the honorees tonight and the impact that they have on the community. And when you're in the midst of it, you may think you're coaching basketball or something, but you're doing a lot more than that. And you're a role model and a mentor for a lot of people, and you set the standard for others to step up and do stuff in the community, and every little bit helps. And if every person steps up and does a part of what you do, the community will be absolutely great. And, you know, and I love this area and I love the people in it, and we have work to do. And what's right in this community right now is, I think, epitomized by our honorees. So thank you for what you're doing, and it truly means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. Well, I can give you guys the department updates. We don't have enough people on the call to vote on anything. So how do you want me to proceed? Do you want me to just give some updates?
Okay,
All right with you?
okay.
Sure.
Lead on, leader.
And I think, like you said, Lindsay, if the honorees know that they're able to go if they have to.
Oh, yeah, they're free. Oh, I think they're gone. Now
Thank
you're
you.
free to drive home.
Thank you. I appreciate having me.
All right, guys, really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Andre, thank you for assisting with that. Maureen seems to be having some trouble. I'm not sure. Did Nancy and Al, did you guys get on okay?
Yep, I'm fine. It took me a while though.
I'm not sure what,
I had a real struggle. The first one I was trying to get on, I couldn't. And then you resent it, and you kicked me off, but then I was able to get on.
okay. Well, I mean, now that I look at the agenda, I don't think there's anything that we were supposed to necessarily vote on. So I'll just go over a couple of updates. So yesterday, as you know, we weren't able to have our full Black History Month events, but we also, because of the weather, had to reschedule Carnival Night, which was held yesterday. We had Nancy and Joe join us. Nancy helped serve food. Joe prepared the food and helped serve. I think the kids, I mean, Nancy, you can give your input, right? I mean, I think the kids were thrilled with the meal that they were given.
Oh my God, I was so surprised of Joe's skills.
Yeah.
And his wife.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
give
that's
the
right, his
meal-
wife. Yeah.
And I give the meal 5 stars because I
Yeah.
had some. So it was great. And the kids had a great time. They really did. Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you for helping with that. Yeah.
I missed it yesterday. What was the meal that they had?
A soul food meal. They had fried
Oh.
chicken, baked ham, macaroni and cheese. 3 pans were eaten. I
Mm.
couldn't believe
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah. Sweet potatoes.
Mhm.
What else do we have there?
Black
Collard
eyed
greens
peas. Yep.
and green beans.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Cornbread? There was
Cornbread.
cornbread there. I saw a kid with a big slice of cornbread.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and the
Yeah.
Bruderhof was there. They helped. So they provided. Did they bring cookies? I think
No, I didn't
they
see
didn't bring
cookies.
no cookies. Okay, so they were doing face painting.
Face painting, which everybody enjoys. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, it was cute. It was very cute. And I think the kids had a great time. So
Yeah.
so thank you to all who
welcome.
helped out with that. Oh, actually, Andrea, Miss Dassey called because she had stopped by and she called and was raving about the staff, and so all the people that were there to help. So I made sure to pass that message on to them. They were very happy to hear that. It's always nice to to hear
Yeah.
people notice the good work you do. So I know that the
Yeah.
staff were excited.
Yeah, she told me about it yesterday, and she's like, "I'm telling you, one, because you're my daughter, but also because you're on the." I'm like, "Okay." And so, and she
Yeah.
just was talking about how happy she was, because that's
Yeah.
something that my parents had started a
Yeah.
long time ago, the carnival night and soul food night. So to
Yeah.
see it continue to go on, it's really nice. So we were really happy about that.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to stop by on the movie night it was
Yes.
last week. And I
Yep.
spoke to the kids about just my history of going to the center and about the impact of Black history on my life. And I think that the theme that I focused on was using your past experiences to have a positive future. And they responded really well to it. It was nice. And they had a lot of questions. So that was really, I didn't think they were going to have a lot of questions, but they had a lot, it was a lot of questions. So it was good.
Oh, good. That's very nice. And I think Radio was the movie that was being shown, right?
Yeah, Radio is a good one. And they had pizza. And it was
Yes.
good.
And that pizza, so just so you guys know, Savona's donated that pizza. We didn't even ask for it. We were prepared to pay. And Danny was, he said, nope, on us. So I thought I just want to put on the record, thanking them for that, because that was very generous. It was a good amount of pizza, so very grateful for them. Yep. So yeah, so again, it wasn't what we wanted to do, but now, as I'm sure you all have heard about the lift on a lot of these policies, the mayor has also, is in line with what the state is doing and the school district. So the kids do not need to wear masks anymore for the youth programs. Our adult sports don't require vaccinations to be able to participate. Our buildings are open to all without masks. We do still need people to sign in, but they don't have to declare their vaccination status at this time. I think everything is day by day, these days. But it's just nice to see people's faces again and to be able to start to reopen some of our stuff up and not be concerned for the time being about any restrictions. So that's nice. That feels a little refreshing, feels like a sense of normalcy. So we're going to ride that wave as long as possible, I guess. So that's good. Couple of upcoming events. We are now also with this new change, we're allowed to have our Biddy banquet. Of course, now the turnaround time is quick. So we are working really hard. Andrew and Chris are working hard to try to pull everything together. They're working with Diori's Trophies to get the order in. We are going to do catering from Joe B's. They have their Italian catering. So I think we're looking at ziti, chicken parm, meatballs, salad, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's gonna be March 18th, 5:30. If you guys can all join, that'd be wonderful. If you're able to help serve the food, that'd be great. I think the mayor's gonna be there as our guest speaker. But yeah, so March 18th, it's a Friday, 5:30. If you can attend, you don't have to tell me now, but you can just let me know and we will put you to work. Also, if you're interested, the championship games for Biddy for at least the younger kids this Saturday. So if anybody wanted to stop by and just check out some games, first game is 11 o'clock. I think that's the girls' games. And then I think there's a consolation game for each division. So all those will be on Saturday. Don't really have a lot of department and program updates other than we have 2 staff starting soon. Next week, we have our project manager that's going to be starting. It's a gentleman named Jack. He's really knowledgeable, very experienced with architecture and project management. He's going to be heading the Deet Stadium project specifically, working on hopefully some renovations within our own building at the Midtown Center. That is my top priority, next to Deets, of course. And the Lorne Park pickleball courts. So those are going to be the top 3 projects that he's going to be working on. He's going to have his hands full, but he is, he's going to be able to step right in and pick up the ball and run with it, which is good. So I don't expect much of a learning curve. It seems like he's pretty versed on this type of work. So we're looking forward to that. There's a change in our administrative office. Carol, who is our administrative aide, she is going to be transferring to City Hall. We are getting a new senior account clerk. I don't know if any of you know Liz Johnson. She currently is in civil service. So she is going to be coming over and joining us. Liz is wonderful. If you have not had the pleasure of meeting her, she's going to be starting April 4th. So I definitely encourage you all to give her a call or stop by and just introduce yourselves. She's wonderful to work with, and I'm really looking forward to it. Registration's open for our spring break nature series. What else do we got? March 14th is the tentative date for registration for all of our, sorry, I'm on kid duty. He's watching Monsters Inc. That's his new favorite thing. Get down. March 14th for all of our summer programs. That will be the registration date. I got to get him. Hold on one second. Sorry. Say hi.
Oh, hi, Parker. How you
Sorry, he was
doing?
definitely
Hi.
standing on something he shouldn't be standing on. So you're coming with mama.
That
Um,
sounds like my nephew.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're all crazy. I don't remember being this crazy. I don't care what my mom says. I don't believe it. Yeah. So yes, March 14th is going to be the registration opening day for I believe the majority of our summer program. So tennis, summer camp, junior naturalists, John Cook basketball camp. We're opening it all up. March 7th is going to be the first day that we can open up for our pavilion rentals. But the soonest, this always confuses people, the soonest day that they can be reserved is May 7th. Does that make sense, like how I'm wording that? So you could start reserving on March 7th, but the first day, you can't reserve for anything prior to May 7th. It's never easy delivering that. Like, it just does not make sense somehow. It just messes with your brain. So
Makes sense. Makes
it
perfect
does
sense.
make, okay.
Yeah, you have advance notice that you can register for
Yeah.
for a date between May and
Yeah.
August
In
or
October,
September.
yes. So not, yes, exactly. So yeah, so we're starting to, we're transitioning from our winter programs and sports and stuff, and we're starting to prepare for our spring and summer stuff. So it's, I always feel good when we start to have that changeover of programs. We're ready to start looking for our busy season. So it's going to be busy over the next couple of months. You know how it goes, but we're gonna push along. We have some great staff. We have new laborers that are full time now. So we're really getting a lot done. You guys have any questions for me? Anything that you maybe I haven't touched on, or
New laborers.
say it again?
We have new laborers. We have more staff.
Yes, so they've been on staff as part-time. They just got turned into full-time as of I think it just went into effect last month.
Nice.
Yeah, so they've been with us for a while. They're great, hard workers. One's a plumber, so he's really helped us a lot with some new projects. It's good to just have people with those additional skill sets, not required at all, but it definitely helps.
And now they get benefits.
Yes, exactly. Yep. It's a win-win, really is.
Absolutely. Great.
Yep. So things are definitely, I think it's going to go a long way with our busy season. We also, so this has always been in, I think it's always been listed as a seasonal position, but there was no existing job description. So I've been working with civil service for a park ranger. And so, yeah, so that should be, we try to make it a little bit more specific with our trails and our parks, someone that just floats between, all the parks, kind of serves as a knowledgeable person if people have questions about the parks, but also safety, kind of just being there to, see something, say something, doing some trail maintenance, park maintenance and stuff, but locking up at night, and just making sure that things are in order. People are not abusing the parks or abusing noise ordinances and, the kinds of things that it's hard for our staff to just always catch. So hoping to be able to hire that person once we're allowed to get them going for the busy season.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I don't know if you guys have anything else, you can always reach me if anything comes up.
Andre, I wanted to tell you that I think you did a great job.
Very good job.
Oh, thank you.
Very
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
There's
over.
almost no notice at all. Thank you.
I was like, oh, and I just happened to come to my parents' house, and so I was like, okay, I'll just do my meeting while I'm over here, and then it's all loud, so I'm like, I should have. Anyway.
I appreciate you jumping right in on that, and I do think I think it means a lot to folks to hear that people are watching them, and I also like that they don't know who nominated them. It's just department, people see them and just want them to know that they're noticed.
Yeah, that was nice. I think they really liked it. But yeah, thank you for letting me do it.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm sorry that we didn't get a quorum tonight, missing a couple people, but thank you
okay.
for being here.
All right.
All
Thank
right?
you.
Yep, you guys have a good night, okay?
All right,
Yeah.
you too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.